All right, all right, all right, all right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete, and if you're watching on the replay, you may want to fast forward about a minute or two in to skip the intro, but for everybody else, all right, 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 all right. What's going on, everybody? My name is Pete. But you probably already knew that, but in case you didn't, you guys are watching the one, the only Paid to Drive, one of the only channels on YouTube trying to put a little bit more of that money back in your pocket. That's right, everyone. I hope you're all enjoying your Saturday out there. Hopefully you're making money or you're relaxing with your friends and family, whatever it is. I hope you're having a good one. What's going on? Where are my GRUBHUB drivers at? This concerns you guys. Comment GRUBHUB driver down below. And if you guys are watching on the replay, comment hashtag Team Replay down below. If you're watching on the live stream, comment hashtag Team Live. That's right, everybody, because if you are a delivery driver for GRUBHUB, Uber Eats, Postmates, DoorDash, Caviar, Instacart, Amazon Flex, Deliv, E24, Seamless, or any of the others, you should absolutely positively be subscribed to this channel with that post notification bell turned on. That's right, everyone. Comment 777 if you are subscribed to this channel with that post notification bell turned on. Comment 888 if you are not yet, but it's okay, there's still time. And how many of you guys are subscribed to my second channel, the Paid to Drive Vlogs, aka the PTD Vlogs? Comment 999 in the chat if you are subscribed over there. Comment 101010 if you're not yet. And guys, we are going for 125 likes on this video. It's a good one, I'm telling you. Guys, comment 111 if you smash the thumbs up down below. Comment 222 if you haven't yet. Keep that positivity flowing and growing. And if this video gets 200 likes by 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Pacific, we are doing a late night live stream, folks. That's right. What's going on? So let's do some quick shout outs and then we're going to jump into this. I got another video for you that I want to share. What's up to the GRUBHUB mother, Mr. Matt Banks, Hogan Reports, Sean Ziegler, EL, Gene Marrero, Survive and Thrive, Rich Whitaker, Gene Marrero again, Michelle Grainer, Rachel Kreider, who else do we have here? Well, I guess that's about everybody. What happened to Michael at the pit stop? Have not heard from him in weeks. I actually just spoke to him last night. He said he's going to be posting a video this weekend. So be on the lookout for that, but he's doing fine. I think he just took a break from YouTube. So, what's up, Andrea? So, how many of you guys know of our, well, my friend, and I guess your friend too, Saying It Like It Is, Dino? Do you guys know about him? Comment 333 if you know about Dino. Saying It Like It Is, comment 444 if you don't. He posted a video the other day, yesterday in fact, and it needs to get more exposure, hands down. So, I just want to put this out there. The man has 434 subscribers at the current moment. If you are already subscribed to him, comment 333. If you are not, comment 444. By the end of this video, you're going to want to subscribe to him. Trust me, guys. Link is in the description. Leave him a comment saying Paid to Drive sent you. And without further ado, I'm going to let his video take the floor here, and we're going to discuss it after it's over. So guys, sit back and relax and enjoy what Dino has to say, because this has happened to me in the past, and I want to know if this has happened to you. Well, it hasn't happened exactly, but we could talk about that later. Guys, get ready for this. You ready for this? Here we go.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Saying It Like It Is. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of drama. Can we have a video talking about the platforms and not having any drama? Is it possible? Is it possible a day doesn't go by where there's no drama? The summary of this video comes down to there's no common sense and logic when never mind just the platforms, with any aspect in life, with everything that has to you have to deal with in life. Is there any logic and common sense? And the answer is no. There's no logic and common sense for anything. And with that, I'm going to begin with why I'm making this video. Okay, this is a drama between the customer delivery. Also, the CEO of the building is involved, and a security guard. So Here's the scenario of what happened today. I got a delivery to go to a business complex, okay? Now, when you look at the delivery instructions, okay, it tells you that to go to the building, it's on the south side and it's facing that street, okay? Now, so far it sounds like she's describing a certain building, which is one building. She's not describing anything else. She's describing that one building where it is. It's on the south side and it's facing the street. That's fine. And leave it at the security desk and I'll go there and pick it up. So far, so good. And the address was 2850D, okay? Now, when you pull into the business complex, what you see is there's two buildings. There's a building on the right that says 2600, but there's no letters. And then there's a building on the left that says 2850. And there's not a letter there either. It's just the numbers. So I'm looking, I'm like, that says 26. It doesn't say any letter. But that says 2850. There's no letter on it, but that's gotta be, maybe that's building D. Okay? So I go there, I go to the south side. It is facing that street that she's talking about. I go into the security guard. I tell the security guard I'm dropping off the customer's order, and this is the customer's name. I already text the customer, and she's coming down to pick it up. The security guard says, okay, fine. So I go out to my car, marked it as delivered, and I'm going out and wait for my next delivery. Now, within 5 minutes, the customer calls me and says, where's my food? I'm like, it's at the security desk. She's like, I am at the security desk, but I don't see my bag of food. I'm like, that's impossible. I left it on top of it. She's like, did you leave it at the wrong building? I'm like, I went to that building that it says in the instructions, the south side on that, facing that street. She's like, well, there's 4 buildings here. Now, I only saw 2 buildings. When you go in, the only thing you see is 2 buildings. But she's saying there's 4 buildings there. I'm like, 4 buildings? I'm like, where are you located? I told her, I went to that building that says 2850 on it, and she tells me, well, I'm at 2850D. I'm like, there's no letters on the building. She's like, well, I'm in the back, there's a building in the back. Now, she's describing me that there's another building in the back. But she still doesn't tell me that there's a letter on the building. She still doesn't know that all these buildings do not have any letters whatsoever. And she doesn't tell me that there's 2 buildings with the same address. That's right. There's 2 buildings with the number 2850. How is that possible? You guys let me know, okay? Let's say that. You guys let me know. They got 2 buildings that it's labeled 2850. They got the same address, but they have different letters. And the 2 buildings are so close together, there's only like a little alleyway. There's an alleyway that separates the 2 buildings, and the sides are closed off on the bottom, but on the top it's open. And it looks like it's one building. You can't tell that this is 2 buildings there. It looks like it's one building. So, in the instructions, if you would have done it correctly and say, by the way, there's 2 buildings numbered 2850. It's not the 2850 when you first come in. It's the 2850 back of that. It's also 2850, but that's letter D, and the one in the front is a different letter. And we'll get to that. So I told the lady I left it at 2850. Like, I don't know what you're saying. I left it at the security desk and all that. And she's giving me drama. She's telling me that she's gonna call GRUBHUB. She's gonna report me to GRUBHUB. And this is outrageous and stuff like that. I'm like, listen, lady, I'm gonna drive back there. and I'm gonna look at the building again, and we'll see what's going on for where you're located, and try to correct it, right? So I drive back to the building. I told her I'm here. I'm at 2850. She's like, oh, I'm in the back of that building, which is also 2850. Okay, so I go in, and the food is still sitting there on top of the counter, or the security. And for some reason, within 5 minutes, they had a different security guard there. I don't know why. So I go inside and try to pick up the bag so I can deliver it to the back of that building, which is another building. The security guard turns around, and guess what the security guard says to me? He says, don't be leaving your bags anywhere you feel like and taking off. So that just started a fight right there. That just started a freaking drama right there. Okay? So I turned around, I'm like, what building is this? He tells me this is building Echo. Okay? So where is building 2850D? He's like, it's the building behind this. It's over there. Okay? So I told him, where's the letters that says E, A, B, C, D, E, whatever, on all these buildings? Where's the letters? He's like, well, this is building Echo. He keeps repeating himself. He keeps repeating himself. He doesn't answer the question because he doesn't know. And I keep telling him, there is no letters outside the building. At that point, well, a little bit before that, the CEO of the company walks in. I found out afterwards because he looked like he looked like a visitor, but he was the CEO of the company. He comes in and he's looking at both of us arguing, okay? And I told the security guard, I'm like, listen, if there's an emergency and there's an ambulance that needs to get to somebody here and every second count to save this person's life, how are they gonna know which building is D and which building is E? He's like, well, they're gonna have to ask me. But if you're not here, you went to the bathroom. Let's say you went to the bathroom, okay? Or there was an emergency, you had to go to a certain floor. Something happened, a fire, a sprinkler went off, or some kind of emergency, whatever. And you were called off your desk, and you had to go up to the 10th or 15th floor, okay? How are they gonna find out which building is D and which building is E? So the CEO, I found that afterwards, he cuts into the conversation and he's like, well, we'll put everything that you just talked about, we'll put it into consideration. That's the CEO's exact words. Whatever you just said and you talked about, we'll put it into consideration. And have a good day. So I left. So I get into my car, I'm driving around, and I can see that it looks like those two buildings on the bottom, they look like they're connected. And then when you looked afterwards, when I left, when I looked up from a distance, you can see that after like, I don't know how many feet, you can see the opening where it shows that the buildings are separated. But they're close enough to make it look like, and they're so evenly spaced, okay, and close together that it looks like it's one building. But besides that, at the time I was arguing with the CEO, and well, I wasn't arguing with the CEO, I was arguing with the security guard, but at the end the CEO cut in the conversation. The phone was still on. The customer was overhearing my conversation between the argument I had with the security guard and the CEO replying to me. She overheard all that. So now I'm driving around and I finally see her, she's outside. And I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry, but you know, when you look at the buildings, there's no letters. And she turns around and tells me that, oh, I didn't know that the buildings didn't have any letters on them. So there you have it. So there you have it. If you didn't know and you work there and the CEO owns the place and he knows that there's no letters on the building, how am I supposed to know as a driver first time there? Bingo, exactly. So she apologized that, yeah, the buildings are messed up and I don't know why they don't have any letters on the buildings. There's 4 buildings here, but you have a building E. When you count the alphabet, A, B, C, D, that's 4. E is 5. So do you have 5 buildings or do you have 4 buildings? Here's another confusion. You do have a building E because the guy says this is building E, building Echo. So if you have a building letter E, that means you have 5 buildings. Because when you count the alphabet from A to E, that's 5. Only you have 4 buildings, it goes A, B, C, D, and that's that. There's no E anywhere when you have only 4 buildings. But since you have a letter E for a building, you have 5 buildings then. But you're telling me there's 4 buildings in the place. Is it possible there's more than 4 buildings? People work there and people live there and they don't know nothing. Okay? And the security guard could not answer the question why there's no letters on the buildings. The CEO said, we'll take whatever you said and put it in consideration. Dude, you went to college, you're a CEO of a company, billions of dollars, you tell me you can't afford a $20 sign for a letter to put it outside the building so this way everybody knows what building letter it is? Why do you have 2 buildings with the same address? Can anybody answer that one? Seems like nobody knows how to answer why they don't put the letters on the buildings. They're very important. Why you have 2 buildings with the same address? That's another issue. The other issue is how come you say there's 4 buildings but the letters show that you have 5 buildings? It's just bizarre, confusion, no common sense, and no logic. So there you have it. I wasted a lot of time doing that one delivery. It wasted my time. It wasted my time because no logic and common sense, there's gonna be problems. I'm sorry. And that's with everything. That's why you see 90% of the condominiums, there's issues with them, but it looks like the businesses are following in the same routine. It's just wrong in every aspect. Wrong in every aspect. You telling me you run out of numbers to label 2 buildings the same number? How come you have a 2600 over there? They have a 2820 in the back, 2600, but 2 2850s. Couldn't you make that 4th building 2860? Have a 2850 and a 2860. What, the 2860 wasn't available? Label it 2862. I mean, what the hell is going on? So you have building letters. So every building has a letter. Where are the letters on the buildings? I don't see them. Oh, we don't post the letters on. Why? The fire department needs to get to building D. Or they need to get to building E. If there's no security guard there, how are they going to know where to go? The ambulance, like I said, to the security guard. How are they going to know when every second counts? How are they going to know where to go? If everything is so messed up and unlogical and no common sense, how can anybody or other delivery drivers from any other platform, how can they be able to deliver with delivery instructions that don't clearly tell you where to go? It's just amazing. That's why you see there's a lot of chaos in the world. There's so much chaos. There's hate. There's things are not working properly. And the reason for that is there's no common sense and there's no logic. And that's that. And all the schooling and the colleges and the universities these people go to, in the end, where simple stuff like that, okay, you see it's just insane. It's just bizarre. Simple things. Go and buy a $20 letter. Go buy the letter D and put it on the damn building so next time somebody needs to go to building D, they know, oh, look, there's a big letter on this building that says D. Bingo! That's building D. But if you don't see anything on the building and all you see is a number, and the next building that only has a number also. There's no letters on all the buildings. How are you gonna know which building is what letter? And all you can say is, well, put it into consideration. No, you should have put this in consideration 15 years ago when you're building the buildings. When they put the numbers on the building, put the letter right next to that number. So this way you know this building is D, or this one is Z, or this one. You see what I'm saying? It's just chaos and confusion, guys. And there you have it. It's 2019. We're heading to 2020, and still we're backwards. We're progressing so slow as humans. The technology is gonna run everything because we're still running things so stupidly. When the answers are so simple and so obvious and so easy to fix, we don't do it. We're just lazy and we're just busy with other stupid things. The simplest stuff, we just brush it aside like it doesn't mean anything, but it does. Like I just said, everything plays, even a small part can play a role into bigger things. So now you're gonna have all the drivers are gonna go through the same deal that I went through. And all the emergency vehicles that need to get to those buildings, they're gonna go through the same hell that I went through also. Is this ever gonna get changed? In my opinion, no. People are stubborn, people are lazy, people are stuck in their own ways. They don't like common sense, they don't like simplicity, they don't like logic, okay? So maybe it will change in 1,000 years. Maybe. I'm just saying. It's just, that's why we don't get along. That's why people don't get along. That's why you see wars. That's why you see fights. That's why you see people shootouts in the United States. You see shootouts. You see all these videos, people fighting in food places. There's fights in food places, fights on the street. There's tons of videos of road rage because the society and the people in general, it doesn't matter if you have only a grade school or a high school degree and somebody else has a university or college degree. It doesn't matter. It does not play a role whatsoever. That only plays a role economically. But personally, as a person, having common sense and logic, it's out the window. It's out the window, and that's why you see the country is going to hell in a hell basket. Just watch and listen to all the news media nowadays and all the radio stations, the talk radio, and listen to all that stuff that's going on with the politics and the famous expression, we choose truth over facts, okay? A stupid thing people say, they don't think, they rush to say stuff, you know, to say things, and it's like, you're just shooting yourself on the foot. People talk about in 12 years we're gonna be underwater. All I care is about what's going on right now, okay? People talking about what's going to happen in the future. Nobody can predict the future. Nobody's a Nostradamus, okay? Nobody can tell what's going to happen, okay? People said shit about 2012, nothing happened. Did anything happen in 2012? No. And then the Y2K, in the year 2000, all the computers are going to shut down. It's going to be chaos. People are going to be eating each other and all that. Did anything happen in the year 2000? No. The computers reset normally. They fixed that problem before it happened. As soon as the year 2000 came in, all the computers were fine. They keep telling us the end of the world is 2015. The end of the world is 2017. And it's like, it's just chaos. It creates chaos and stupidity. Because that's what we are. We don't change for nothing. People don't change for nothing. And the stupidity is getting more and more and higher and higher and higher. And you figure as the years go by, we will correct ourselves and get better. We don't. The technology's getting better. We're getting stupider. So, there you have it, guys. That's there's your daily news for the day. There's not much more to say about that. It's just that I can make another 10, 15, 20 minutes or an hour talking about how to go about this and how this is going to get fixed. It doesn't matter, guys. It just doesn't matter. No matter how hard you hit people over the head with the hammer, they're not going to figure it out, and it's going to still stick the way it is, and it's not going to change for anything. No matter how hard and how much drastic measures you got to take, they don't change for anything. That's it. That's why things are not working properly. That's why things are not working correctly. That's why there's so much drama. So, and that's all for the day, guys. So, I don't want to bore you with more stuff for today. So I'll let you guys go with that. Peace, and drive safe, and keep an eye out for all this confusion that's going out there. Just keep an eye out, and always be aware that just when you think the delivery instructions were clear enough, okay, they're not clear whatsoever. All right? So, next time somebody calls you, a customer, and tells you that, oh, I put that there and I put that there. Yeah, but you left other things also that were very important in there. And there was stuff that you didn't know that were going on there either. And you worked there. So don't always put the blame on the driver. And that's the thing. Everybody likes to rush and put the blame on the driver. And in the end, we find out she didn't even know. The CEO doesn't bother putting letters on the buildings. They know that there's no letters on the buildings. He'll put it into consideration, he says, and that's that. So don't rush and blame the drivers. When you guys are situated in a way where it's all mixed up and it's creating chaos and confusion for people to make deliveries, don't get upset at the driver then. When you guys have this stuff set up correctly, then you can blame the driver and say, look, everything is there. There's the number, there's the letter. You're the delivery guy, I'm sorry, but you messed up. The evidence is right there. We have everything. There's the letters, there's the numbers, and everything is there. And in delivery instructions, she even tell you that it's 2 buildings with the same name. So if everything is there and you still, and the driver messed up, then it's the delivery guy's fault. But everything about this situation is all, in every aspect is wrong. It's just wrong. And the security guard's attitude is wrong also. So I'll let you guys go with that. Peace, and I'll see you guys on my next video.
All right, everybody. So we are back. We are back here. So what did you guys think of Dino here? Evidently, Buddha-san doesn't like him, but he is in the minority, I feel like. Most people do like Dino, Buddha-san. So what do you guys think overall with this situation? I'm sure a lot of us can relate to what Dino went through. And like I said, the reason why I like to show Dino's videos is because I am a supporter of what he has to say. He's backed me up with things as well, so I like to show him the same support and respect as well. So that's why I'm trying to get him some more viewers here. Exactly, Hogan Reports. I feel the exact same way. Dino has a very good channel, very underrated. Now, how many of you guys can relate to what Dino went through here? Comment 333 if you can relate, and comment 444 if you can't relate. You know, it's very frustrating for us when we're, out there trying to get 2 or 3 orders done per hour. You got these people with these complexes that they don't even know where the building is, or they don't know how the buildings are labeled. And when you have the security people that work at the complex that have no idea what the heck is going on, that's a huge problem. You know what I mean? That is definitely a huge problem. He does survive and thrive, I agree. So with that being said, what are your thoughts? Put your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you're watching on the replay, comment hashtag Team Replay in the comments. If you are in the live chat, comment hashtag Team Live. And yeah, it's true, Slippy. And even at night, it's even worse, especially when those areas are not well lit. The buildings are not labeled properly. You have building 5 next to building 17. It just doesn't make sense. And, you know, like Lynetta mentioned earlier, I think it was Lynetta or perhaps someone else that said a lot of these complexes, when they were built, they weren't anticipating the kinds of deliveries that we have nowadays, you know? And exactly, Leonard, it creates a major problem for us delivery drivers. I agree wholeheartedly. So, on that note, everybody, we're going for 125 thumbs up on this video. We've already got 22, so let's see if we can bring it up to 25, maybe 30, maybe 35, maybe 40. You guys know the deal. Comment 111 in the chat. Flood the chat with 111 if you smash that like button, keeping that positivity flowing and growing. Comment 222 if you haven't yet. And guys, make sure you are subscribed here to Pay to Drive. Comment 777 if you're subscribed. Comment 888 if you're not yet. And I agree, Ryan Alter. I agree wholeheartedly. And, guys, Dino is currently at 434 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him up to 500. I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it. There's a link in the description down below, and it'll take you right to his video. Leave him a quick comment saying, Paid to Drive sent me. And for every single person that leaves a comment on his video and subscribes to him, I'm going to reply to your comment on his video. So, don't be bashful. Go give him a subscription. Tell him I sent you. And until next time, guys, get that money, get that honey, keep hustling, keep bustling, enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you on the vlog later. Make sure you're subscribed over there, but more importantly, subscribe to Dino. Smash the like, stay positive, and we'll see you next time right here on what channel, everybody? Comment it down below. Paid to Drive. Take care, everybody. Peace.